The man straddled a log, trying to cross the river ahead, but the next second he plunged into the icy water. Soaking wet, he crawled ashore, shivering uncontrollably. To survive, he used his knife to split a bullet in half, only to discover that river water poured out from inside. Shaking violently from the cold, Bruce had no choice but to pull out another bullet. He knew if they were all like this, he'd freeze to death right here. Luckily, this bullet hadn't been affected by the water. He poured the gunpowder from the bullet onto a tree stump. Fighting through the brutal -13°F cold, he snapped nearby branches into small sticks and placed them next to the gunpowder. Then he pulled out another bullet and grabbed his knife from the ground, planning to strike the primer with the blade tip to ignite it. But the bone-chilling cold made his hands shake so badly he couldn't activate the bullet. So he positioned the knife against the bullet's base and struck it with a rock. The gunpowder ignited instantly, and the branches burst into warm flames. But the crisis wasn't over yet. Bruce had to leave before his pursuers found him. He decisively stripped off his soaked shirt and looked at the gunshot wound on his arm. He grabbed his flask and took a huge swig of alcohol, then poured the rest directly onto the wound. The burning pain made him cry out involuntarily. He then stuffed a sock in his mouth to bite down on, wiped the knife clean, took a deep breath, and drove the blade into his wound, digging hard to extract the bullet. Finally, the blood and pus-covered bullet came out. The searing pain was beyond imagination, but this was just the first step to staying alive. He immediately thrust the knife into the fire until it glowed red hot, bit down harder on the sock, pulled out the flaming knife, and heated it several more times. Gritting his teeth, he pressed the red-hot blade against his wound to disinfect and cauterize it. The moment the excruciating pain hit, he passed out cold. While he was unconscious, his pursuers had closed in. Whether from survival instinct or a premonition of danger, he knew he'd lingered here too long. To throw off his hunters, he stomped fake footprints all over the snow, then carefully swept away his real tracks with a branch, hoping to mislead them. But as he kept sweeping, he realized this was the dumbest move possible. It would never fool seasoned trackers. His eyes landed on a thick tree nearby, and a new plan suddenly formed in his mind. Meanwhile, his pursuers had discovered the fire Bruce had lit. To find him quickly, they decided to split up, completely unaware that a nightmare awaited them ahead. Please follow my channel. I update with new movies every day.